Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is FisuTara NPM 2441214 from class Akt24A. Today I will be presenting a topic titled From in Accounting System. If we think about it, every business transaction always starts with a piece of evidence. And that evidence is called a form. So, we can say that a form is the starting point of the entry accounting process. Without it, we will not know when a transaction happened, who was involved, or how much money was exchanged. A form is a source document used to record the accuracy of a transaction. In an accounting system, forms serve not only as written evidence, but also as communication tool between different departments in a company. For example, when the warehouse needs to order goods, they don't just take items from the supplier. They first fill out a purchase request form. That document becomes proof that the process is official and recorded. So, the form ensures that every business activity has a legitimate and orderly record. Now, why are forms important in accounting? The main purpose is to maintain order and clarity in administrative process. By using forms, companies can identify its transaction accurately, provide written evidence that can be verified later, serve as the basis for journal and ledger entries, and ensure authorization and accountability among departments. Without forms, transactions will be difficult to trace and more prone to error of fraud. In an accounting system, forms are more than just sheets of paper or digital files. They act as a bridge between operational activities and financial recording. For instance, a purchase order from connect the purchasing department and the warehouse. A cash disbursement from serve as the basic for recording company expense. A payroll from become proof of employee salary payment. So, every department within a company works based on the information that flows through this form. A good accounting form usually includes several important elements. 1. Form name and number for easy identification. 2. Transaction date to record when the activity took place. 3. Transaction description explaining the type and purpose of the activity. 4. Amount or transaction value, which becomes the basis for accounting entries. And 5. Authorization signature as formal approval. These elements make the form official and legally valid within the accounting system. The type of forms vary depending on the company activities. Here are some common examples. Purchase form used to order goods from suppliers. Receiving form records goods received by the warehouse. Cash receipt and cash disbursement form serve as proof of incoming and outgoing cash. Sales form records transaction with customers. And payroll form contains detail of employee salaries and dedication. Each form is designed according to the company workflow and documentation needs. Let's take an example from the purchasing process. Here how the flow of form might look. 1. The warehouse department creates a purchase request form. 2. The purchasing department processes it and issues a purchase order to the supplier. And 3. When goods arrive, the receiving department will fills out a receiving report. And 4. Finally, the accounting department records the transaction based on all these documents. From this flow, we can see how a single transaction involves several interconnect from that verify and support each other. An effective form must be designed with clarity and efficiency in mind. This means the form should include relevant information, be easy to read, and not overly complicated. Some key points to consider: use simple but complete layout. Include sequential numbering for internal control. And if digital, ensure the system automatically saves and secures the data. A well-designed form helps speed up workflow and reduce administrative error. By recording transaction, form also serve as an important tool for internal control. Through forms, management can trace who create and approve the transaction, when accurate, and whether it followed company procedures. From number and authorization signature act as clear evidence of accountability. So, forms are not just about administration, they're also about control and responsibility. To conclude, form may seem like a small part of accounting, but they play a vital role in the entire system. They ensure that every transaction has proper documentation, can be verified, and legally valid. Without forms, the accounting process would lack structure and reliability. As accounting lecturers often say, a form is not just a piece of paper, it's the foundation of trustworthy financial reporting. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.